Moscow's World Cup fan zone earlier today as the Russians knocked out heavily favored Spain after 2 exhausting hours of regular time resulted in a 1-1 tie. Russia prevailed on penalty kicks, and that triggered a celebration that spilled onto the streets. Russia! Russia! Seems like nothing can compete with World Cup fever in Russia right now, not even tying the knot, apparently. Just ask this wedding party in St. Petersburg. Or these people on vacation thousands of kilometers away. All of them ecstatic over Russia's unexpected success. And so whatever happens next, the Russian players can hold their heads high. They started this tournament ranked last, and now they move on to the quarterfinals against Croatia. And as Chris Brown reports from Moscow, it's not just the players shattering expectations.
The World Cup has brought out a side of Russia that even Russians seem surprised at. It's like we're not in Russia, she says, as Nikolskaya Street near the Kremlin turns into a spontaneous party day after day.
It's amazing atmosphere. Like Russia, it's very friendly country and a lot of look at this.
The dominant view here is that all of this fun shatters myths perpetuated by hostile Western governments about Russia, that it's menacing and unfriendly.
Anna Prolopieva is part of a group of singing Russian grannies, and she sees the World Cup as a public relations win for the Kremlin. This is good, she says, because the international media has written garbage about us, and now people can see for themselves who we really are. But the happy scenes would also seem to undermine Russian propaganda too, that Westerners hate us and foreigners should be treated with suspicion. Are you surprised?
Yes, very.
Why?
Because we think the foreign people don't like Russia.
Also striking is how Russian authorities have handled the crowds with relaxed police officers rather than the usual practice of barriers. Filmmaker Yulia Melamed says on a personal level, experiencing such a sense of freedom and connections can be powerful. But afterwards, don't expect it will change the Putin government or its relations with the West.
It's very childish to believe that our relationship between our countries will improve. No, I do not believe this. But for people, it is very important experience.
These unusually chatty Russian policemen confirmed as much to us, that when the last whistle blows, it's back to normal.
And that will be stopped, because Russian law are not allowed drinking in the street. But until the end of the World Cup, it's possible.
But for now, in Moscow, until that final World Cup game, it seems like almost anything is possible. Chris Brown, CBC News, Moscow.